Alay ko kung si Rico Puno yan sumusumpa dyan. Patay na yan. Can you zoom your camera, please?
Do you swear to, kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Let the record state that USEC Attorney Romeo Veracruz, Executive Director of LTO, has taken his oath.
Attorney Mercy Jane Paras Laines from DOTR.
Mercy,
From,
are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right. Go ahead.
do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Thank you. Let the record say that Attorney Mercy Jane Paras Laines has taken her oath.
Next is PNP Chief General Sinas. General Sinas.
General Sinas? Is General Sinas there?
This is Lieutenant General Guillermo Eliazar, sir. Right now, I'm representing General Sinas, who is in Region 8 right now, sir.
Could you raise your volume, please? We cannot hear you. Who is it?
Police Lieutenant General Guillermo Eliazar, your own.
Oh, yes, General Elizara. Yes. Where are you? Can you raise your hand so I can see you? Ah, yes. Okay. All right. In place of General Sinas, go ahead.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Let the record state that General Elizara has already taken her oath.
General Alexander Tagum. General Alexander Tagum.
General Tagum? Yeah. Can you raise your hand so we can see you? Open your...
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
General Alex, are you the Highway Patrol Group?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Let the record state that General Alex Tagum has already taken his oath. Thank you very much.
From the BIR, Attorney Somera. Kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Let the record state that Attorney Bernardino Paul Sumera, Chief Regional Investigative Division, Region 13, Cebu, has taken his oath.
Attorney Brianna K. De Los Santos. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Attorney Raymond Ipio.
Let the
Attorney
record
Raymond
state that Attorney Brianna De Los Santos has taken her oath.
Attorney Ipio, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Attorney, if you please, go ahead.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do.
Let the record say that Attorney Raymond Ipio has already taken her oath. His oath.
Attorney Tancinco. Attorney Tancinco. Do you swear to tell the truth? Kindly raise your right hand.
Where's Attorney Tancinco?
Kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
All right.
I do.
All right. Thank you all very much. We had to do it. Sorry?
For the victim, sir, there are two resource persons.
And you may add another one. I will just say it right now. Captain Joel Santos of Del Carmen, Florida Blanca, Pampanga is present. Captain Joel Santos, can you please sound off?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning po. Tatanungin po namin kayo. Pwede po ba kayong taas ang kanang kamay nyo?
Yes, sir.
Let the secretary...
Do you swear to... Okay, sir. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding?
I do, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. And the
William Dacanay, please. Mr. William Dacanay.
Yung tinatawagan ko kay Typer.
William Dacanay. Rique Esteban. Mr. Rique Esteban.
Have them call. They must have been cut off. But
Mr. Rique Esteban, kindly raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this proceeding? Sir, he nodded. He nodded yes, sir.
well, nodding is not an affirmative answer.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let the record state that Mr. Esteban has taken his oath.
Mr. Dacanay. Mr. Dacanay.
Mr. Dacanay? Magsalita po kayo kung nandiyan po kayo. Wala ba? LTO? We will call them later when they appear. Please take note, okay? Besides, we can call them at the next hearing. I'm sure we'll have another hearing here by virtue of the request of Senator Marcos. All right. Having said that, may we hear the comments made by any reaction from any of the resource persons? Will LTO be replying?
Good morning, the Honorable Senator Richard Gordon, Chairman of the Committee of the Blue Ribbon.
May I know who this is, please?
I am Assistant Secretary Edgar C. Galbante, the Assistant Secretary of the Land Transportation Office, Your Honor,
Thank you. Go ahead. Please proceed.
and the members of the Committee on Blue Ribbon. On behalf of the dedicated men and women of the agency, I'm grateful for this opportunity to present before you the actions and initiatives that LTO has undertaken in the implementation of RA number 11235 or the Motorcycle Crime Prevention Act. But before that, Your Honors, may I offer my apology for not being able to attend the earlier hearing, as during that time I was a resource person in the hearing in the Committee of Transportation in the lower house. Anyway, with the permission of the Honorable Chairman, may I go over the sequence or chronology of events that LTO undertook when the RA was passed by both houses of Congress and signed by the President of the Republic of the Philippines. And even before the enactment of the law, in December of 2018, in anticipation of the passage of the law, the LTO created the technical working group dedicated to prepare what could be a requirement, like the implementing rules and regulation on the basis of the Senate hearing where the undersigned has attended. In January 2019, the technical working group came up with the initial set of number plates design in compliance with the discussion on the bigger and colored number plates to be assigned to each region. And on March 2019, the Republic Act 11235 was finally signed into law. The law requires the motorcycles to have a pair of number plates to be attached at the front and the rear, which are color-coded and are bigger and more visible. It imposes fines and penalties for tampering with the number plates, use of stolen or forged number plates, and failure to report a motorcycle sale, use an impounded motorcycle, and other related offenses. And on March 18 and on 2 April 2019, meetings with different motorcycle manufacturers association to gather their inputs on our number plate design were conducted to get their feedback, their suggestion. And on March 25, different government agencies like the PNP, HPG, DOJ, DICT, and the Bureau of Customs were requested to submit their respective inputs, comments to the provision of RA 1135, which specifically identify them and their roles or responsibilities in the implementation of the law. And on April 12, 2019, consultative meetings were held at the LTO central office, and identified stakeholders were invited. For example, like the Motorcycle Dealers Association, the different dealers of different brands, the Motorcycle Manufacturers Association of the Philippines, some riding groups like the RG Community, RSAP, Luzon MFI, Racer, United Novo Riders, and government agencies like the PNP, DOJ, DICT to discuss the salient features of the law and gather their observations and comments in the aid of crafting the IRR. On 30 April 2019, again a consultative meeting was done with Stratcom, the IT provider of LTO, to discuss the technical aspects on the implementation of the law. On July 2019, following developments were derived as a result of the coordination and other government agencies mentioned in the law. The DICT suggested that their role be limited to the provision of technology support for the prolonged motorcycle registry under Section 8 of the law. The DILG responded that they shall ensure the enforcement that all LGU set aside and establish a secured impounding center that shall be under the control of the PNP. The PNP-HPG, on the other hand, stated that they are open to make available its personnel. However, they recommended that a local police be tapped to be the custodian of the impounding area. They also recommend the impounding fees to be charged to cover administrative and other allowable expenses. The PNP also provided the following inputs. LTO should issue a temporary plate number template. There should be classes of penalties with regard to offenses during offenses of driving without number plate or readable number plate. On 5 July 2019, the draft IRR was completed and presented to the good senator at his Red Cross office. Thereafter, a case of declaratory relief with prayer for temporary restraining order and writ of preliminary injunction, docketed as civil case number Q19-121182-CB, was filed by Justicia Lex Machina Association, represented by Galileo P. Angeles, Raul Cañedo, Rodelio Ortiz, and Nicolas Bundok, against the Executive Secretary Salvador Meldaldea, Secretary Arthur Tugade of the Department of Transportation, and the undersigned in their official capacities before the Regional Trial Court, Branch 84 of Quezon City. Among the issues raised by the petitioners in the said case relate to the constitutionality of RA 11235, the alleged oppressive confiscatory nature of the said law, and its validity as to the exercise of state's police power. In October 2019, another public consultation was held, this time in compliance with the court's order, purposely to include and allow the petitioners to participate in the crafting of the IRR, which the petitioner failed to attend despite notice and order of the court. On January 22, 2020, coordination meeting with the DIC 2020 was held to discuss the establishment of the operation center. It was agreed that the technical working group shall be created to be spearheaded by DICT as provided for by the law, with the LTO, PNP, and the LGS members, and the terms of reference, system structure, and infrastructure design for the establishment and operation of the center was prepared. On February 6, 2020, the second coordination meeting with DICT and PNP was held. It was agreed upon during that meeting that a joint memorandum circular that will define the roles of the responsibilities of PNP, LTO, and DICT shall be prepared, set parameters for data sharing, and determine where the center will be housed temporarily and its future permanent location. DICT will initially draft the JMC. On February 24, a new version of the IRR was crafted and submitted to the office of Senator Richard Gordon. The new version contains revision introduced to the original draft as a result of the several consultative meetings, specifically with reference to the materials and dimension for the front and rear license plate, taking into consideration not only the purpose and intent of the law, but also equally the safety of the riders and other motorists and pedestrians, and the color coding scheme to be utilized, which the law requires. On 11 May 2020, the IRR of the Republic Act 11235 was signed by yours truly, and on May 19, 2020, a copy of the IRR was filed before the UP Law Center, and on May 21, 2020, the IRR was published in the Manila Bulletin and in Daily Tribune. And on June 2, 2020, LTO conducted the orientation seminar on the IRR for its employees. On June 6, 2020, the LTO issued the memorandum clarifying the effectivity date of the IRR, stating that enforcement of the provision relating to the new plate requirement shall be conditioned upon the release of the new motorcycle plates to the motorcycle owners. And on June 19, 2020, the LTO plate making plant's order management system became fully operational. And on June 20, 2020, pilot testing for the production of the MC plate was conducted. And on July 29, 2020, the LTO plating making plant production of the new MC plates started. As of January 2021, a total of 5,965,374 blank plates have been procured to cover the issuance of MC plates to the motorcycle registered beginning 2018 to 2020. The LTO plate making plant has so far produced a total of 1,276,149 pieces of MC plates. This despite the continuing community quarantine because of pandemic, which limits the operational capacity of the agency. As regards the establishment of the LTO Central Command Center, which we term as LTO C3, set for completion of delivery of all hardware and software is April 2021. We are currently coordinating with the supplier to fast track and complete all deliveries on or before March in order for the LTO C3 to be fully operational immediately. The LTO C3 shall initially perform the function of the joint LTO and TNT Operations and Control Center while the establishment is underway. The center shall be under the supervision of the Department of Information and Communication Technology. At present, the LTO, through the Law Enforcement Service Operations Center, has a continuing agreement with the PNP for the reporting, verification, alarm, and recording of stolen or lost motorcycle units and license plates and other related violations using the current LTO IT system. The establishment of the motor vehicle recognition system. This shall serve as LTO centralized decision-making center, which from its function shall support and strengthen coordination in response to violation of land transportation laws and regulation, road crash incidents, and criminal offenses involving motorcycles, like carnapping, riding in tandem, and similar offenses, between the LTO's law enforcement officers and the PNP. The MVRES, or the Motor Vehicle Recognition System, is equipped with a radio frequency identification device, or RFID. The motorcycle being registered with the LTO will now be issued with their RFID together with the motorcycle license plate and shall be attached to the headlight. With the RFID system, the vehicle information shall be quickly accessed, which shall aid in traffic management, law enforcement, and crime investigation and prevention. It is also equipped with the automatic number plate recognition system. The system captures images with the information such as license plate, vehicle brand, type and color, and motorcycles, including motorcycle passing through all designated detection points, which will be provided with reader so that the RFID information detected and associated images can be recorded. With this system, the vehicle enforcement information shall be quickly accessed, which shall aid in the traffic management, law enforcement, and crime investigation and prevention. This, Your Honor, is the update on the setting up of the command center that is required under the law. And if the chairman and members of the committee will allow, may we show you some pictures of how we pursue this activity for us to explain further the activities that LTO undertook to comply with the provisions of the law. With your permission, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much. Sounds like a very nice narrative. But the bottom line is, nothing is moving. There is no operation center. You have only distributed, according to you, 800,000 to the different regions. And we don't know whether they have been distributed to the people. Is that correct?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I didn't get the question clearly.
The bottom line is nothing is still moving. Since 2019, when the law was passed, you were supposed to finish it by December 31, 2019, to produce, release, and issue the motorcycle plates under Section 19 of RA 11235. And the bottom line is it has not been distributed. It is now 2021. And now you report, ngayon lang kayo nagbibigay, ito nakaraang buwan, nang umaabot sa 800,000 na motorcycle plates. Alam ba ninyo kung umabot na sa tao mismo yun? Yung mga region, tinatanong ko, wala silang sinasabi kung umabot na sa mga tao.
With all due respect, Your Honor, if we can share some pictures of the plate production and the distribution of the plates in the different regions of LTO.
You may show it. You may show it. I'm liberal, but I'm steadfast on the fact na hindi pa umaabot sa mga tao yan at huling-huli na kayo. Because dapat December pa natapos yan, 2019. Kahit na nagkaroon pa kayo ng kaso, kahit na paano, hindi po ba, may aabot at aabot kung gumalaw yan. Kahit na may COVID, kahit na paano may natapos, aabot at aabot. Pero mukhang walang umaabot. Wala naman TRO.
To show you, Your Honor, these are just sample pictures of the regions where we have distributed the place from Region 1, Region 2, practically in all regions of the Philippines, Your Honor, regions of LTO.
But sir, you do know that this is a very sensitive matter for the country. Gusto ko malaman, ilan na nakakuha ng kanilang mga plaka? Dahil lahat sila ngayon, hindi ba totoo? Yung mga taong nagbayad, hindi pa nakukuha yung mga plaka nila magmula nung 2016 hanggang 2018?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hanggang 2018?
Yes, Your Honor. Insofar as the plates ordered or procured earlier, so as to be delivered, they first previously of the previous dimension. However, when there was this initial discussion already on the proposed law where there will be changes in plate sizes, we advise the maker, Your Honor, to hold the production. They were poised to manufacture about 1.7 million. And in fact, they already had cut the plates to the previous size.
Can you kindly answer the question in a very brief way? There are 18 million plates that have not been distributed. From the time 2013 to 2018, marami nagbayad sa inyo na hanggang ngayon hindi pa nakukuha yung plaka. Kawawa naman yung mga motorcycle owners. Tama po ba yun?
Your Honor, again, we apologize for not being able to do that. Again, may I state that in compliance with the previous size of the motorcycle plates were to be produced already. However, when we learn of this proposed law requiring the different size of the plate, pinahold po natin yon kasi masasayang lang po. In fact, they were about to deliver 1.6 million. Nakat na po ito, stamp na yung numero, kaya lang po pinatigil natin dahil hindi nga po compliant po sa lalabas na batas.
Hindi pa naman nyo alam kung anong size eh. Kayo ang gumagawa, hindi naman kami. Pero alam nyo na meron na kayo mga plaka na utang sa tao na binayaran nila at walang paliwanag. Kaya lahat ng LTO sa buong Pilipinas umaangal dahil hinahanapan sila ng plaka at saka rehistro. Di po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. At again, they are in the process of delivering this. Kaya lang po, natigil yung produksyon dahil nga po doon sa nangyaring kaso na disallowance at saka yung pong na-deliver na plate. For example, ito po is para doon sa four-wheel vehicle, ito po yung na TRO at pinahinto ang delivery at na din po ang distribution sa customs.
Andun na po ako, pinahinto. Kahit na ba paano, kahit na pinahinto, umandar kayo, hindi naman naging permanent yung injunction eh. Ibig sabihin, dapat gumagawa yung producer ninyo ng plaka. Kaya kahit na ba paano, sabihin nyo, nakagawa kami ng 2 milyon, 3 milyon, kapos kami, pero pinipilit namin ma-deliver yung mga plaka. Hindi ako maniwala na that's because mayroon kayong injunction. Hindi law yun. Ang law, post ko lang yun, TRO eh. Application lang yun eh. The law became law upon its publication. Batas na yan. So kung batas na yan, dapat pairalin yan. Dahil yan ang sinasabi ng batas. You have no discretion to say, titigil kami. At pangalawa, di po ba kahit nalakihan nyo yung plaka, eh gano'n rin ho yun, magpapalit lang kayo ng hulma eh. So hindi excuse yan. The truth of the matter is, you are very cavalier in not expecting them to be able to do it. It's arbitrary and capricious on your part na sabihin hindi nyo magagawa.
If I do, Your Honor, nagpatuloy po ang distribution ng plaka doon sa unang kontrata at ito po dinidistribute. Kaya nga po merong na-issue rin na black and white ng version yung unang kontrata. However, when we took over starting July 2016 at isa po ito sa mga nakitang kailangang gampanan, nag-umpisa na po, nag-produce ng plano na kung paano i-rehabilitate yung ating planta. Kaya nga po ito yung nangyari, na-rehabilitate yung planta. At ngayon po, dito na sa central office ng LTO, ginagawa ang plaka.
Totoo po niyan, tama kayo. Nilagay na yung planta sa loob ng LTO. So may control kayo. Ang dami niyong excuses. Kaya so, nagkaroon ng COVID. Eh, kailangan umandar yan eh. Aandar pa rin niya kahit na may COVID. Sandali, mapuputol. Pero kahit na paano, kahit na may COVID, may matatapos at pwedeng i-distribute yung mga bagong plaka. At dapat, tugunin niyo rin yung sagot na tinatanong sa inyo ng tao na umiiyak na yung mga mahihirap na may motorsiklo na nagbayad na anong gagawin namin, magbabayad kami ng doble. Ang totoo niyan, ayaw bumayag yung bago nyong nakuhang bidder na ibigay sa kanila uli yung plaka dahil may binago sila doon. Hindi po ba tama yon? Kaya you're practically in limbo. In 2 taon na yon na nagbago na pumasok yung desisyon na natigil na yung gulo doon sa Supreme Court. Dapat sinuloy nyo na mabigay yung mga plaka pero hindi nyo binigay kaya maraming umaangal. Tama po ba yan?
Ito po yun, Your Honor. Kaya nga po...
Thank you po. Ang susunod ko, nawala rin yung legacy. Hindi nyo ina-address. Yung legacy dati, ang Stratcom, ang original na gumagawa niyan. Pagkatapos, nung pinalitan ng nakaraang administrasyon, ay hindi na nakuha sapagkat may proprietary rights yung Stratcom. So, ang nangyari, yung pumalit, kinakamay-kamay o kinukomputer unti-unti, pero hindi nyo pinaliwanag sa publiko yan. So, ang nangyayari, galit na galit ang tao sa inyo dahil tinanggap na yung pera, ang binibigay nyo invoice lang, at talagang illegal yon. I'm telling you as a lawyer, that is illegal, that is not in the law, and yet you keep doing that, and that is laganap sa buong bansa na yung mga taong nagbayad, wala talaga silang hawak. Tama po ba yan?
Mawalang galang na po, buting Senator. Patuloy po ang Stratcom na sila nagpro-provide ng IT needs habang ilinilipat po sa bagong IT provider. At sa ngayon po, ang mga pagkukulang sa pag-i-issue ng certificate of registration ay nagagampanan na po. Bagamat hinahabol po natin yung mga backlog na sinasabi, patuloy po ang LTO sa paggawa ng CR at pagdidistribute ng plaka. Ito po ang nangyayari.
Mag-argue sa inyo. Sa totoo, ang nakukuha ko bilang chairman at mga research sa mga tao ko, it's a mess. Nagkaroon ng mess. Nagkagulo yung dalawang bidder. Hindi hinarap yung problema. Tapos nanguha ng bagong bidder. Hindi rin nagsusupply. Tapos sasabihin nyo, yung Stratcom nagsusupply. Pero ang totoo, hubad sa katotohanan talaga, ay talaga nakikita ninyo na hindi nakukuha yung plaka. Now, ang tanong ko, hindi po ba natutulungan nyo ngayon yung mga dealer na hindi nagbibigay ng ayon dito sa tinatawag yung merdos na dapat ibinibigay nila yung rehistro at saka plaka. Tama po ba yan?
Tama po yun.
So sa makatwid, kinukuha nila ang pera pero wala silang ibinibigay. Hindi po ba lugi ang taong motorsiklo, yung may-ari ng motorsiklo? Now, hindi sila makakuha ng insurance. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Tama. O sa mga kapatid, delikado ang tao. Hindi mo ba delikado sila na pag nabangga sila, wala magbabayad ng insurance sa kanila? O pag dinakaw yung kanilang motorsiklo, there is no proof of ownership. Tama po ba yun?
Tama po, Your Honor.
Sa mga kapatid, ang mga tao, kinakawawa nitong Mayor State na ginawa ng LTO, kawawang-kawawa ang tao, walang kalaban-laban ang tao dahil sa mga arbitrary na ginagawa ninyo na pinapayagan nyo yung mga dealer, ang dealer ang nag-ahari ni hindi po mailagay sa Register of Deeds para sabihin annotation, may installment ditong payment para at least mayroong color of title. Tama po ba yan?
Your Honor, hindi po totally tama po yun. Kasi po yung mga kinakomplain.
Pero partly true. O, sige, mag-disagree na tayo. Hindi totally true, pero totoo rin nangyayari yun. Tama po ba yan?
With all due respect, Your Honor, ito po ang ginagawa natin based on the complaints of the motorcycle buyers. We call the attention at pinag-explain at kung hindi po nila maipaliwanag ng kapani-paniwala ika nga yung kanilang sitwasyon, sinususpend po natin, minumultahan yung kanilang yung mga dealers. Or maybe we can go to the even cancellation of their accreditation.
Merong 4 na malalaking dealer yan. Yan ang mga nakikinabang dyan sa totoo lang. Ngayon, pwede ba ibigay nyo sa akin lahat yung mga sinuspindi nyo? Dahil ginagawa yung katiwalian na yan na kinukuha yung pera ng tao. O saan yung registro ko? Wala pa eh. Kung gusto mo maghintay, 6 na buwan ka maghintay. O, nasaan yung aking plaka? Wala pa. Maghintay ka. O, di ba? At sasabihin nila, gamitin mo muna yan para magamit. Ngayon, pag hindi nakabayad, kayang-kayang hatakin at i-repossess ng dealer yung motorsiklo na walang kalaban-laban, yung pobreng motorsiklo na nagmamayari ng motorsiklo na pinag-iipunan niya ng pera para makalakad siya. In other words, you're destroying the democracy of the motorcycle drivers na nakuha nila na may movement sila ngayon na nakakabili sila. Sa makatwid, dahil hindi nyo pinababayaan niya yan, lugin-lugi ang mamamayan na napakahirap. Please be forthright. Yan ang factual situation. Wala akong nalalaman na nasuspendin yung dealer. Wala akong nalalaman na inaudit nyo yung mga dealer. So please do not tell me something that is not true here. You know, I respect you. I told you that from the very beginning. Pero nung bumagal na, medyo nawawala unti-unti yung aking paggalang eh. Dahil ito, each time you delay, may namamatay. Kita nyo araw-araw nung December hanggang January, may namamatay. January, araw-araw, may namamatay dahil hindi nyo binibigay yung mga plate number. Walang may tatawag yung tao na plate number. Wala silang matawagan na LTO control center. Samantalang kami dito sa Red Cross, pwedeng tumawag. May kagabi, no isang gabi, merong sumabog doon sa nabotas na ammonia. Nandun kami kaagad. Lumindol doon sa ilang bayan, alam na namin kaagad. Yan, hindi nyo magawa. Ang pulis hindi maka-imbestiga. Tama po ba yan? Tanungin ko si General Sina, si General Eliazar. General, meron naman lumapit sa inyo na sinabi itong plate number na nahuli nyo? Mas marami ba yun o mas konti? General Eliazar.
Yes, sir. Mr. Chair, Your Honor. Actually, sir, kalimitan na naman pupunta sa atin, sir, talagang hindi naman nila nababasa yung mga plate numbers. And it's very difficult for our investigators even if we access available CCTV cameras dahil sa liit nga, sir, ng plate numbers na nakukuha natin doon. So talagang yun ang challenge, sir, sa ating law enforcers.
And you know, sir, I consider you a good officer. I've dealt with you. Kayo may anak. Siyempre, kung may mangyari dyan, ang unang titignan nyo, yung motorsiklo. Siyempre, pabor kayo, malaki yung motorsiklo na plate number. Hindi naman kalaki yan, pero may makikita, may laban tayo. Tama po ba yan?
Sir, tama yun. Yun naman,
Pero
sir,
ang totoo, hindi ginagawa.
yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, the criminals or the motorcycle riding suspects are taking advantage of that situation na kaya sir napapulusan nila dahil nga dun sa ganung situation na una, motorsiklo, alam na po natin na talagang napakadaling gamitin dahil ang daling i-maneuver, madali silang tumakas kahit ma-traffic. But yun nga po, kung ang hindi mo natin makikita yung mga plate number nila, even dun sa mga CCTVs or from the witnesses, ay talaga napakahirap po na mag-resolve ng kaso even though we rely on other means to investigate these cases.
Di po ba may CCTV para makatulong? Eh kung minsan maliit yung plaka, hindi na makita. Ngayon may malaki ng CCTV, may malaki ng plaka. Makakatulong yan kahit na paano. May color code po, asul. Anong region yan? Makikita po. Tama po ba yan?
Sir, yes sir. Kami sir, sa law enforcers, talagang malaking bagay po yun sa aming pag-iimbestiga. Kung itong ating batas ay may implement na at gagaya ng sinabi niyo po earlier, talagang ma-identify na itong mga motorcycle numbers nito. At kung wala silang plaka na ganito, yun lang sir ang aming efforts through our offline sita at saka pati yung sa ating mga checkpoint, nasisitahin natin kung wala silang ganitong mga plaka.
So halimbawa, meron na kayong command and control, meron rin ng pulis niyan, meron kami sa Red Cross. Ang alam ko, LTO, meron yan. Pero halimbawa, may lumalakad, alam na nila itong batas na ito, walang plate number. Di may tatawag ka agad doon tawag. Sir, may kumakalat-kalat dito, walang plate number. Pwede ba patawagan niyo yung mga barangay o yung mga pulis dyan, yung HPG, para mahuli na kaagad? Tama po ba yan?
Yun po ang ginagawa talaga natin at yung ating po mga iba't ibang mga police stations agad pag naka-receive ng ganong informasyon, binabatuhan po yung ating operatives, particularly itong meron po kasi tayo na tinatawag din po natin na tactical motorized cycle riding units na kung saan ito po yung itinalaga natin to counter this motorcycle riding suspect. At yun nga po, pinagbabasihan natin kung merong report tayo natatanggap na napakahalaga para sa ating responde.
At saka napakasakit po niya na napagbibintangan pa yung mga pulis dahil wala raw masolve. Tama po ba yan?
Yun po ang sitwasyon na ating kinahantungan ngayon. Kaya nga ang ating focus po ng PNP leadership through our PNP chief is palakasin po yung intelligence gathering at pati na rin yung pagdideploy ng ating mga personnel. Pero talagang aminin po namin, very challenging at malaking tulong sa aming responde pag-iimbestiga kung magkakaroon ng malinaw, malaki, readable na plate number ang ating mga motorsiklo.
At alam rin niyo po na marami talaga motorsiklo na wala ng plaka. Hindi po ba? Kaya dapat talaga mahuli na po yung mga yan. Hindi po ba tama yon?
Sa ating po mga offline sita, totoo po yun. Kaya nga po yun po yung ating hinuhuli at tinitikitan at para naman or ini-impound itong mga motorsiklo na ito at yan naman po talaga ang implementation na ginagawa natin through our offline sita and mga checkpoint operations.
Saka ito pong batas na ito, pag nahuli ka, wala kang plaka-plaka, i-impound ka agad yan. May laban na talaga kagad tayo kung ginamit sa kasamaan yan. At pangalawa, pagka yan ay lumalakad, pwedeng pigilin. Pangatlo, pag involved at nawala yung may-ari, halimbawa, nawala niya yung plaka niya, nawala yung sasakyan niya ng motorsiklo, kailangan i-report niya in 5 days para hindi siya masasama sa investigasyon. Di po ba mabuti yun para sa madla?
Definitely, Mr. Chair. Talagang malaking tulong po sa amin yun na kung ito po ay ma-implement na itong batas na naipasa na rin naman.
Actually po, within 3 days lang, dapat i-report niya dahil pag ginamit yun, patay na yung tao, wala na tayong magagawa, patay na yung police, patay na yung judge, patay na yung pare, patay na yung mga pinapatay nila kung sino-sino. Eh wala naman police na gustong may namamatay dito sa ating bayan, di ba?
Tama yun, Mr. Chair.
Oh. Kaya nagtataka ako sa LTO, bakit hindi nyo mapa-ilal yan? Na napapatakbo nyo na walang ORCR, ang daming checkpoint ng kapulisan, papara doon, tignan nyo yung nangyari. Kung uulitin ko yan, andyan si Captain ng Del Carmen, Florida Blanca. Kapitan Joel Santos, andyan po ba kayo?
Yes, sir. Nandito po, sir.
Ipaliwanag nyo nga po sa amin kung paano nangyari, kung gaano kadali pinatay yung walang kamuang-muang. Magkano ba ang sweldo nung si Mr. Laborena?
Sir, actually, sir, gawa po ng pandemic, tinaasan ko ng konti yung mga sahod nila kasi kawawa naman po sila. Naging 1,000 pesos po, dati pong 500 pesos, Your Honor.
O, tignan ninyo. Nagtitiis yung tao. Ano ba nangyari niya sa investigasyon nyo? Dinaanan siya.
Yes, Your Honor. Actually, Your Honor, doon po kami nahihirapan. Gawa ng wala kaming makita doon sa plate number, Your Honor. Kasi nakalagay po kasi, Your Honor, is for registration, Your Honor. So, mas maganda po yung nasabi nyo na at least sana po, kung may plate number sana, madali po sana matuntun yung suspect, Your Honor.
Pero nangyari dito, tila dumaan muna itong motorsiklo ito. Sinita ata ni Ginoong Labonera.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ano sinita niya?
Your Honor, as per do sa mga revelation ng mga kasama niyang duty noong January 3, may dumaan po nakasingle na same identification do sa motorcycle na walang plate number. Dumaan po, tapos sinabihan po ni Mr. Labonera na regarding sa face mask and face shield, Your Honor. And then after wala man po yata isang oras, Your Honor, bumalik po yung sinasabi nilang naka-motorsiklo. Yun na po gumawa na sila ng kasamaan sa aking barangay tanod, Your Honor.
So dahil lamang lang na sinita niya na maglagay ng face mask o face shield, binalikan
Yes,
siya ng motorsiklong ito. In other
Yes,
words, sa
Your Honor.
tingin mo, ganyan na ba kasidi ang sitwasyon natin dahil maraming nakakalusot na riding in tandem, hindi na sila takot mahuli, kaya sa konting face mask lamang na sinita sila, papatayin na lang isang taong nagmamalasakit na 1,000 lang ang sweldo, may pamilya, papatayin nila. Ganyan na ba ang sitwasyon natin sa ating bansa?
Yun nga po yung pinagtataka po, sir, kasi gawa ng napakasimpleng bagay. Sabi ko nga po, kung ayaw po nila yung nasisita, sana sumunod sila sa health protocol na pinapatupad ng ating gobyerno para hindi po lumaganap ang pandemya. Kaya nga po ang panawagan ko, kung ayaw po nila nasisita sana, di sumunod sila sa health protocol, Your Honor.
Tatanungin ko si General Eliazar ulit. General, walang kalaban-laban ng pulis o itong mga barangay tanod na ganito. Bakit? Nakamotorsiklo, tapos naka-helmet, tapos kung susunod pa sa batas, may maskara, tapos tatanggalin yung plaka o papalitan yung plaka. Anong laban ng pulis kung babarilin sila? Ito, meron akong litrato rito, 3 nakasakay. Babarilin yung pulis, daunahan lang ng pulis. Kaya walang kalaban-laban dahil balot na balot yung mga tao na babaril na riding in tandem. Tama po ba yun, General?
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor. Tama po yun.
Makikita nyo rito sa, papakita ko sa inyo, mabuti itong pulis na ito. Hindi ko nga alam ang pangalan, gusto ko nga purihin eh. Ito, nangyari ito August 3, 2016. Riding in trio ito. O, yan. Tingnan ninyo. Lumalakad, ayan. Pagkatapos, lumapit yung pulis. Tingnan nyo yung nasa gitna. Bubunot ng baril. O, yun. Nakita nung alertong pulis, ang pangalan niya ngayon, nakuha ko na si Paul Sabulao. Inunahan niya na. Naiwan rin yung baril. Hindi ako nagkakamali. Tapos, ang tabang nitong pulis na ito, inaalay yung kanyang buhay para ligtas tayo. Siguro may babariling ibang tao yan. Naharang niya. Ngayon, hinabol niya. Nakatakas rin. Dahil balot na balot, walang plate number. Pero, yung buhay ng pulis, nakasubo. Kung nabaril siya, di kawawa naman yung kanilang mga kamag-anak. Tama po ba yun? Yung kanyang mga anak. Tama po yun, General Elizar?
Yes, sir. Totoo po yun. That is why, sir, with the creation ng atin o pagpalakas po ng aming tactical motorized riding units, lalo pong magbibigay ng magandang resulta ang aming operation kung mai-implement na itong bagong batas na ito, knowing that una, malaking tulong nga sa amin po yung readable plate numbers, at kung wala sila, napakaganda para sa atin na talaga masita itong mga motorcycle riding suspects na ang kanilang motorsiklo ay walang mga plaka.
I would imagine kung kayo namumuno niyan, uumpisahan nyo kaagad doon sa talagang command and control system na malalagay lahat yung pangalan niyan. Hindi ba? Dapat yan ang pangako sa amin ng LTO. Sir Galban, LTO promised during the budget deliberations last November 20, 2020 that they will finish the computer system by February 2021. February na po ngayon. Wala pa hanggang ngayon. Siyempre kung ako nag-mayor, mayroon akong command center palagi. Ako'y nasa Subic, may command center ako palagi. Tuwa nga si President Ramos nung araw. Dito sa Red Cross, may command center ako palagi. Alam ko ang nangyayari. Siyempre, gusto ng mga kapulisan yan na idikit nyo na muna sa kanila para makuha nila yung mga data para pag tumawag ang tao, matutuwa ang tao, papalakpak ang buong bansa. Dahil pag may nangyari, makakatawag, ito yung plate number, malalaman kagad at meron pa tayong mga patrolya na pinamumuhaan ni General ng HPG, Tagum, na makakakilos. Ano ba kayo, General Tagum? Tama po ba yun?
Tama po, sir.
So you would welcome that, right?
Yes, sir.
Masisisi niyo po ba mga tao kung di matiis magalit? Dahil ito ginagawa na ng Senado. Lahat kami rito, pinaghirapan namin yan. In-interpret ako katakot-takot dyan. Pagkatapos, tinira pa ako na sinabi, malaki raw yung plaka na ilalagay ko. Di na bali yun. Titiisin ko lahat dyan. Basta ang tao lamang ay ligtas sa mga ganyan mamamatay tao. Yung mga barangay talot natin, yung mga pulis natin, yung mga pare, yung mga abogado, mga doktor, ligtas sila. Gagawin ko na, magalit na kayo lahat. Pero kailangan magawa yan, sabagat kung di gagawin, walang tigil ang patayan. Imagine, January 1 to January to February 4, ang namatay ay 25 people, General. 25 people. Kaya hindi natin pwede isa lang alang-alang sa pulis lamang yan. Yung 4 pillars natin dapat magsama-sama. Yung mga taong bayan magsama-sama, mag-report. Kung hindi, talagang iisa-isahin tayo ng mga lokong yan. Tama po ba yan?
Totoo po yun, sir.
Kaya ngayon, balik ako, it appears that LTO committed to the February 20, 2021 date just so that their budget will be approved. Dahil nagalit na ako, hindi ko pa-approve yan. Ngayon, hanggang ngayon, wala pa. Hanggang ngayon, wala pang lisensya yung mga tao. Yung kanilang tinatawag na certificate of registration. Yung kanilang plate number, wala pa. I-distribute pa lamang. Paano naman tayo mabubuhay ng payapa sa bayan? General Galvan. Baka yung mga tao nyo ay babagal-bagal. Baka may mga alagang mga dealer yung mga yan. Hindi ba nyo iniimbestiga yan? Ako, sigurado ako, nag-aalaga ng dealer. Diretsa ako na sinasabi. Meron kayong mga inaalagaan na dealer at tatawagin ko lahat yung mga dealer na yan. At i-cross-examine ko dyan dito para malaman ninyo na seryoso kami. General Director Asek Galban. Galbante.
Yes, Your Honor, I will take note of your observation, Your Honor.
No, alam niyo may kasama tayo nung araw, niloloko nila. Noted. I do not accept noted. I accept action. I've been a mayor, I've been chairman of Subic. Pinakamahirap na panahon yon. Wala kaming katulong, wala kaming pulis, walang nanakaw. Sa tourism, ginawa rin natin yan. Katulong ko ang kapulisan. Si General Aglipay, pag kami nagnanakaw doon sa airport, tinatawag ko nung araw na sosolve. Meron isang bata, profesor ng UP, hinalbot yung kanyang bag, tinawagan ko ang kapulisan, nahuli namin yung pumatay, pero napatay muna yung bata na profesor pa sa UP, Muslim, mistisong Muslim. Kailangan mag-cooperate tayo sa kapulisan, maraming mabuting pulis. Pero kung hindi nyo gagawin yan, talagang kawawa ang bayan natin. Di ba kayo naiiya? Di ba kayo natatakot sa pamilya nyo? Na kung kayo ang madali, kawawa naman kayo? Binan nyo yung iniimbisigaw ko sa Muntinlupa. Nag-aaral siya maging abogado. inimbestiga ko siya. Wala bang ilang buwan? O, Epok, riding in tandem. Tapos 16 na ata sila, 17. Walang solusyon. Paano hindi mabasa yung plate number? In fact, tatanungin ko si Dr. Kwan, si General Kwan, kailangan ba natin, limbawa sa mga syudad, kailangan ba mag-crash helmet na para itatago lahat ang mukha ng tao? O kailangan na lang talagang kung may crash helmet, lagyan rin natin ng RFID yun o kaya number yung crash helmet para makita lalo kung talagang totoo yun para you can take note. Every policeman has a notebook na pagka lumalakad dyan, pwede lang isulat yan. Tama po ba yan, General? Pwede mo bang gawin yun? General Elizar. Sa HPG.
Yes, sir. I believe you were asking about crash helmets in the highly urbanized areas like in Metro Manila. Meron po tayo mga LGUs na through their ordinance hindi naman po nire-require yung kanilang mga helmet kasi una, mababagal din naman yung takbo doon. And the pangalawa, yun po, malaking tulong din tayo to identify ito pong mga riders natin. But just the same, in general, talagang nire-require po yung helmet natin, particularly on this present pandemic, as a shield as added protection.
I agree with you, sir, because safety yan eh. Pero kung ganyan naman ang ginagawa, ginagamit yung safety sa kanila para pumatay ng tao. Katulad yung si barangay tanod ng Labonera na hindi makita yung muka, nakatago ng helmet. Kawawang-kawawa naman. Hindi natin alam kung sinong pumatay sa kanya. Ano ba ang kondisyon ng kaso na yon? Kapitan, inaatupag ba kayo ng Region 3?
Yes, sir. Actually po, sir, ang kapulisan po natin hindi tumitigil, sir, sa pagtulong sa atin at ang ating provincial government, sir.
Alam ko, kilala ko si Governor at itong mga tao to, galit sila dyan. Sila nga ang tumawag sa akin na, ano ba yan? 4 na araw lang na kamamatay lang nung Nobyembre na itong si pinatay ni Nuesca. Pagkatapos ngayon, dito naman, harap-harapan, pinatay. Siyempre, lahat ng tao magagalit, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Alam niyo, natatandaan ko dyan, parang yung general doon sa Vietnam. I'm sure natatandaan ng mga general natin dyan na pinatay yung Vietcong, may 38 caliber, pinakita sa buong mundo, very iconic picture, binaril sa ulo, yung suspechadong Vietcong. Ganyan na nangyari dyan sa inyo, hindi po ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Nagiging kaaway ang tao. Pambira naman. Kailangan ma-solve yan. At dapat magawa ng paraan, no? Tatawarin ko sa susunod na hearing itong Big Four. Des Marketing Incorporated. Des Strong Motors Incorporated. Des Smart. Do exam. Premio Corporation. I want to see kung ilan ang binibigay nila mga plaka, ilan ang binigay ninyong plaka sa kanila, ilan ang motorsiklong binigay nila, ilan ang pinautang nila doon at hindi nila at binawi nila dahil hindi nakabayad. Abay, dapat meron na tayong law na yung pagpapautang sa mga motorsiklo, dapat meron tayong katarungan dyan. Dapat yung mga bangko natin dapat magpautang ng motorsiklo na mura. Ang dami-daming pera ng mga bangko. Bakit hindi sila magpautang? Para sa ganon, protektado ang tao na merong plate number at may registration. Di po ba? Yan ang isang gagawin natin mungkahi dito para matulungan natin yung mga motorsiklo natin sa buong Pilipinas. Registered and unregistered. If you know,
pakinggan at nawala po yung audio nyo kanina. Mr. Chair, wala po kayong audio.
Si Galvante, ulitin ko yung tanong ko. Ilan po ba ang motorsiklo sa buong Pilipinas? Registered and unregistered.
We will say it again, Your Honor.
How many? How many, please, sir?
Kung sa plaka po, ang na-produce sa ngayon, 1.276 million at naipadala na po sa mga regions at 875,154.
Hindi po yun ang tinatanong ko. Tatanong ko na yan. Di pa nga umaabot sa tingin ko eh. Pero ilan ba ang total na motorcycle sa buong Pilipinas?
Sa ngayon po, ang estimated number is 7.3 million. Ang nakarecord po na nakarehistro ay 7.328 million as of December 31, 2020.
Pero ilan talaga yung hindi na nagpaparehistro?
At yung pong new at saka yung pong renew at ang hindi nag-renew, umaabot po ng 8.6 million.
800?
8.6 million, Your Honor.
Yun lang ang total. Bakit sabi nyo nun ata? Kayo ba lang sabi sa akin 13 million? Nakikita ko doon sa mga kulang nyo, may 19,300,000. Ayan o. Total new and renewable, 7,300,000. Total motorcycles with delinquent registration, 8,700,000. Projected up to June 30, 2022, 19,300,000. Tama ba yan?
Ayun po ang pinoproject natin kakailanganing plaka. Yan po ang based on manufacture po ng motorcycle manufacturers over the years. Kaya po yun ang pinagplaplanuhan namin tatargetin ng may produce na plaka.
Ngayon po, tatalingin ko lang ho kayo sandali. Ano po? Tatalingin ko ang BIR. Andiyan ba ang BIR?
Yes, Your Honor.
That is Bernardino Paul Sumera. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. Sa Cebu po.
Anong pangalan po nyo?
Bernardino Paul Sumera Jr., Your Honor.
Andiyan ang pangalan nyo. Napaka-strategic ng streets yan sa Pilipinas. San Bernardino Street. Ang tanong ko sa inyo, yung mga plaka na yan, kung ibibigay, magkano ang kikitahin ng gobyerno sa plaka pa lamang? 19,300,000. Ang average, magkano nasisingil?
Your Honor, wala po kaming data sa number of plates that were received, pero
But I'm telling you right now, kunyari 19,300,000, yan ang projection. At 450 pesos per registration. Tama ho ba yun? General Galvante, Asek Galvante, 450 pesos ang average. Nasisingilin nyo. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kung 450 times 19,300,000, magkano po yan? Is that correct? 8,290,000. Tama ba yan? Ang masisingil ng BIR, 8,290,971,460. Tama po ba yan, Mr. BIR? Bernardino?
Your Honor, I am not in position to answer that question, Your Honor, because ang na-file lang po sa amin is an information, a complaint regarding the cash sale that is reported, a charge sale that's reported as a cash sale during registration. Yun lang po yung complaint na na-receive ng office namin, and we're currently conducting an evaluation as of the report.
So, let me put it this way. Ako na lang ang magko-compute. Kung 450 pesos at 19 million yung sisingilin natin, That's 8,290,971,460 pesos a year. Eh, kailangan natin ng pang-COVID. O di kaya naman, kunyari, Secretary Galvante, magkano ang binayad natin doon sa pabrika nyo ng plaka just sa LTO? Hindi po ba ang presyo niyan, kung di ko nagkakamali, ay 390 million?
How that figure, Your Honor?
Ilan? 978 million. I'm sorry, 978 million. Tama po ba yun?
Around that figure, Your Honor.
Kayo ang chairman eh, kayo ang director eh. Ano ba yan? Ang kinuha nyo, 978 million. Yan ang ginamit nyo na tinayo yung plaka, gawaan ng plaka. Sabi nyo, nahihirapan kayo. Gumawa pa kayo ng isa. Dalawa na ang gawin nyo para lahat ng plaka magagawa. That means 970 million times 2. Ano po? Pagka ginawa nyo yan, imbis na makakagawa kayo ng 28,000 plates per day, makakagawa kayo ng 56,000 plates per day. And if you make 56,000 plates per day, complete nyo, kailan matatapos yung target ninyo na 19 million?
Pupurusin po namin yun, Your Honor.
Ano? Kung gagawin, kung dinoble nyo, tutulungan ko na kayo. Nahihirapan ako sa inyo eh. Tutulungan ko na kayo. Ang mangyayari, pag dinoble nyo yung capacity nyo to make plates, aabot tayo ng 322 days. 1 year. Tapos na yung plaka. Wala nang anga, wala kaming plaka. Wala nang kurakot doon sa registration.
Yes, Your Honor, pupurusin po namin yung pagdadagdag ng equipment para po yung production capacity madoble.
You know what I'm saying? Kung gusto, maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. Ayaw niyang mabilis, kaya may mga kumikita yung sa hila ng motorsiklo dahil hindi makabayad. Meron na naman silang pagbibili na kunyari, sinabi nila, slightly used lang ito. Bibili na naman sila, tapos ang interest sa kawawang motorcycle na bibili ay 36%. Kawawang yung mga tao. Hindi po ba?
Kanya po. Ah?
Ano mo ko? Doble niyo yung capacity in 1 year, less than 1 year, tapos. Yung gagawin nyo. Happy ang pulis, happy ang tao, pupurihin kayo, at hindi na kayo dadali sa Blue Ribbon, hindi na kayo sasabihan, gawin nyo yung trabaho nyo. Alam nyo ako, ayaw ko sasabihan na hindi ko ginagawa ang trabaho ko eh. Lumaki ako dyan sa tatay ko at saka sa nanay ko. Yung mga tao nyo, sinasabi, nag-distribute kayo ng ilan? 800,000. Eh ba, sa susunod na hearing, ibigay nyo sa amin before the hearing. Alam nyo, ito binigay nyo sa amin ito kagabi lang at 10 o'clock in the morning. Nagmi-meeting kami dito at 10 o'clock in the evening. In the evening. That's an insult to the committee. Tatrabaho kami, alas 6 ng gabi. Pinadala ng LTO yan. Ngayon, gusto ko, mamaya, bago kayo umuwi, ipadala nyo sa akin kung ilan ang pinadala nyo sa bawat region ng mga plaka ninyo.
Mr. Honor,
That is an order.
mayroon po kaming initial report on that. Yung po nakalahat ngayon sa screen.
I want to know kung ilan na naibigay sa mga tao. I want to know how many na naibigay ng mga tao sa Cebu, sa Central Luzon, o sa lahat para malaman natin kung ilan na talaga naibigay. Para hindi tayo naglulukuhan dito. By tomorrow, I will expect that. Friday bukas, no? O Saturday. Oh, Monday, first hour. Bigyan nyo sa amin yan.
Yes, Your Honor.
Hindi pwedeng pinapapasa-pasa nyo kami rito. This is the Senate of your country. This is where duly elected people representing the people's interests are discussed. And we're discussing this with you. You cannot trifle with the Senate. Hindi pwedeng lukulukoyin ng Senado. Okay, mga ngako to appease us. Kunyari, sabihin nyo February, tapos gagawin nyo June na naman. Niloloko ang Senado at ang Republika ng Pilipinas at ang taong bayan pag sinasabi nyo yun. Man up, sabi nga sa PMA, man up. Are you all right? Pagpahiram ng utang ng motorsiklo, bumili ako ng motorsiklo, papautangin ako at ang singil sa akin 36%. Ano po? Kung kayo nagsisilbi sa bayan ng tabat, di ba dapat pakialaman nyo yung mga lintek na Big Four na yan? Na nagpapautang ng 36%? Pagka nagipit na, yung kawawang nag-iipon para sa kanyang motorsiklo, hihilahin na lang yung motorsiklo, walang kalaban-laban, walang hawak na certificate of registration, walang hawak na plaka. Hindi po ba tungkulin niyo yan? Secretary Galvante?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, ba't hindi nyo ginagawa? Nung araw, ang tawag dyan, usurious loans. Wala na tayong usury law, pero ito, bawal yan. Kahit paano, unjust enrichment yan. Dahil pagka kinuha mo, nilamangan mo siya. O ito, pinapakita ko yung binibigay sa inyo. Partingnan nyo. Yan ang sales invoice na binibigay, hindi certificate of registration. I'm putting that as exhibit. Ayan na isa sa ating mga kwan. At ebidensya sa inyo, kung hindi nyo alam. Ito, ang pangalan nito, DES, Strong Motors Incorporated, MC Briones Highway, Mandawi City. Sold to Enoch Eduardo B. December 1919. Purok 7, Kabadyangan, Compostela, Cebu. Model 1 Honda 2NY25MK. Pati engine na andyan. Magkano? Total sales 73,100. Less VAT 7,832.14. Amount net of VAT 65,000. Total amount due 73,100. Papalabisin nyo na binayaran ng buo yan, pero totoo, inutang yan para hindi na kayo dadaan sa registration of deeds. Inutang yan para hindi na kayo dadaan doon, para hawak na lang nyo. Itong hawak nyo, wala siyang certificate na nagbayad siya, wala siyang certificate of ownership, at wala rin siyang tinatawag na plaka. Kaya, kayang-kaya siyang tisirin, kaya siyang pisilin, kaya siyang kunin yung kanyang motorsiklo dahil hindi niya kaya magbayad ng 36%. In the words of a famous man here in this country, putang ina. Nahiya naman tayo. I'm just quoting. Galit na ang tao sa inyo. Dapat ayusin nyo. Dami ng pinapatay. Kinakalapan ninyo. I am convinced, I'm going to tell you, LTO is incompetent. It has no compassion. It is negligent. Wala kayong ginagawa. You have apathy. Wala kayong pakialam kung ano mangyari sa tao na mamatay. Wala kayong effort na bilisan yung plaka. Wala kayong news about it. Wala kayong sinasabi. You thrive in the silence of the people. Namawala yung motorsiklo, baliwala sa inyo. Deliberate na tinatanggal ang plaka, walang testigo dahil sa inyo. And that is why I'm saying to you in no uncertain terms, magalit na kayo. I don't mind. But you have to do it. Do not trifle with the Senate, especially the Blue Ribbon Committee. That's why we're here. Oh, I will ask another question. Bukod doon sa taxes, will the BIR please compute for me next week, next time we have a hearing, you better report how much taxes you collect every year from the motorcycles. Is that clear, Mr. Bernardino?
In that case, Your Honor, if it pertains to the total tax collections, we will need to have, it will be under the confidentiality rule under Section 270 of the Tax Code, Your Honor.
But this is a general statement of how much you collect. You mean to tell me you're exempted from telling your Senate who decides on the budget how much you collect totally? I'm not asking you for individual taxes.
Okay, Your Honor. We will note that request, Your Honor.
Okay. The answer is yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, I ask again, DOTR, is there anybody from DOTR? Undersecretary Yebra.
Yes,
You
Your
still
Honor.
there?
Yes, Your Honor, dito po.
Yes.
What is
Yes.
the plan of
Yes, we are here, Your Honor.
What is the plan of DOTR in solving the conflicting interests of PPI, JKG, yung isang bidder ninyo, and Trojan, JH Tonjis? Di ba may conflicting interest yan, kaya may kapos kayong 2 taon na hindi nabigyan ng plaka? Totoo po ba yan?
Go ahead, ask Steve, please.
Excuse me?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon po. Steve Pastor po from the Department of Transportation. Yes, Mr. Chair, we are in full coordination with our LTO po with regard to resolving the issues of the procurement issues po of LTO with regard to the conflicting bidders for the plate numbers po.
How long will it take you to solve that problem so that our people will not suffer any longer? And
We
why
are
are you not
resolving it
investigating this? Why does it take the Senate to investigate all the shenanigans there of motorcycles being sold for at 36% interest, or for that matter, not being given a certificate of registration, and they're being given invoices which are arbitrary, capricious, and utterly corrupt? What are you doing about that?
Mr. Chair, we are in full coordination po with LTO and we have given the directive po to resolve the matter at the soonest possible time. To cite an example, Mr. Chair, there was an issue in Cebu with regard to certain manufacturers, and we coordinated with LTO in Region 7, Your Honor, that it should be resolved already. That this disadvantageous acts of manufacturers be restrained or be completely stopped by the local by our local LTO in that region, Your Honor.
Okay, I heard you loud and clear. That's good. But these are not only disadvantageous. Will you agree with me that these are abusive?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Yes, Your Honor.
They're big people pressing Region 7 that they should not interfere with what is happening there because there are many big people involved.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know who they are? I'm not going to ask a question. We're not lawyers. I ask questions that I know the answer for. I just want you to know. What is the answer? Where is the paper? Remember, you're under oath. You just said yes, there are big people. Who are these big people?
I'm not.
No. Yung kay Kuan, kay... Some big personalities, Mr. Undersecretary, and you said so yourself, that are intervening in behalf of these big four. I don't mind. Sometimes we politicians have to ask, but not to intervene. And if you look at, we research here, I don't need anybody from your office. We research here. If you look at CNN, if you look at all the newspapers concerning that case, it is there. Here, I will show you. There is a back and forth because some people are being accused of this and then they're pressing that they should not intervene. They should not touch this big four. They are untouchable. Are you aware of that? That's why you said, that's why we're fixing the problem within Region 7 and the people involved, right? You said that because they're doing disadvantageous things. And I corrected you. They're not doing disadvantageous things. They are really abusing. Tapos binabaliktad pa yung mga tao. Abangan na lang sa susunod na kabanata. Tatawahin ko na mismo dapat si Secretary ng DOTR. Tugade. Hindi kayo makasagot. All these things involve life, loss of life, involve grinding poverty, abusing the poor, abusing yung mga maliliit na nagmamayari ng motorsiklo na nangangarap na madala niya yung pamilya na hindi na siya mamamasahe, makabawas sa pamasahe. Lahat siyang ginagawa. Kasama rin dyan yung pagpapayaman ng ilan. Mayaman na, nagpapayaman pa ng todo-todo. Kasama rin dyan yung nagmamalaki na may mga malalaking tao na sinasabi sikat sila at hindi sila dapat pakialaman. We will not tolerate that. Please inform your Secretary of Transportation that we will go all out and leave no stone unturned to stop this. LTO is not exactly a beautiful area right now. Meron pa kayong bago. Yung ginagawa nyo na bagong motor vehicle inspection system or center na binago na naman nyo. Nagagalit ang tao dahil una, pinacheck nyo yung engine emission. Ngayon, nagpagawa kayo ng malalaking sistema na bawat sasakyan, sisingilin nyo na magkano? 1.8. Nagsusumbong na naman yung mga tao. Nagsusumbong kay Senator Poe. Do you think we're stupid here? Do you think we're blind and deaf to the people? Mr. Secretary, do you have an answer?
Yes, Your Honor, we are aware po of the certain issues po with the MBIS and we will attend po the hearing set by the Committee of Senator Grace po next week.
That's good, because I'll be there as well. But we will also conduct another Blue Ribbon hearing. And we will go all out to make sure that we ferret out all the shenanigans that's going on out there, the foolish people there, even the business who are performing unethical acts. This is a case which involves the masa. Yung masang Pilipino na gusto lang umabante. You wouldn't even think yung kita nila ay masasaktan ka. Sila yung maliit na kita mahalaga sa kanila tapos titirahin ng 36%. Wala pang security. Babawiin yung motorsiklo pag hindi nakabayad at kailangan pa singilin ng insurance. Hindi nyo pinoproteksyonan yan. Nakalagay sa Constitution yan. We must protect the people. You took an oath like me. Di ba? Maintenance of peace and order, protection of the life, liberty, and property. 1987 Philippine Constitution, Article 2, Section 5. Have you forgotten your Constitution, sir?
No, Mr. Chair, Your Honor.
Well, I'm not mad at you. I'm just mad at the system. I know you're trying to do your job, but do it well. Stand fast. Have a brave heart. Make sure you protect the people.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that too corny for you?
Hindi po, Your Honor, Mr.
Where
Chair.
did you graduate?
San Beda College of Law, Mr. Chair.
Wow, San Beda. All my staff here are San Beda people. And they know how hard I work. That's why we leave no stone unturned. It's a great school. But of course, UP is a little better. Tawa-tawa ka dyan. Magalit sa akin yung mga kasama ko sa Ateneo. It doesn't matter what school you attended. It is your heart that matters. When you die, God will measure the size of your heart for the people, not the size of your brain.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for that, Your Honor.
Thank you. So pray a little. Pray for wisdom all the time and pray to do the right thing all the time. You may not be able to do the right thing, but sometimes we try as hard as we can, so we do most of the things right. And if we fail, we suffer penance for it. And if we're at fault, we own up to it. I can't see LTO owning up to all this. Can you imagine? April, natapos yung batas. March 19, hindi ako nagmakamali. March 8, 2019. Oh, pakinggan mo ako, Panyero. March 8, 2019, approved RA 11235. March 14, it was published. March 29, effectivity, pinublish sa Official Gazette, March 29, 2019. June 27, 2019, date when IRR was completed. Must have been completed. Dapat na-complete ang June 27, 2019. In-extend ninyo. Ginawang May 11, 2020, actual completion. Mukhang dinadrag yung paa eh. June 30, 2019, date when motorcycles with plates not in conformity with the law must renew their registration and apply for the required readable number plates pursuant to Section 19 of RA 11235. Do you know we put that in the law na dapat pag ikaw ay nagparehistro within 5 days, namili ka ng motorsiklo para maproteksyonan ng tao, may proteksyon na sila. Meron na kagad ibibigay sa kanilang certificate of registration at saka plaka. Do you know that? Be honest, is this the first time you're knowing it?
No, Your Honor. I read the law, Your Honor. We are.
Oh, if you read the law, then you must enforce it. You're
Yes,
legal,
Your Honor.
right? You're the legal officer?
No, Your Honor. I am the Assistant Secretary for Road Transport. The Undersecretary for Legal is Yusek Quiebra po. He's also in this call, Your Honor.
Is he there?
I'm here, Mr. Chair.
Yeah. Oh, what do you say?
Tama po kayo, Mr. Chair. Klaro po yung batas with respect to the effectivity and implementation. And we understand yung points po ninyo and we apologize po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. This is big enough. I don't need an apology. I just need a sincere heart to say this is not going to happen. We're going to push this through too. We'll report to Secretary Tugade and we will kick ass.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Fully agreed po.
Kick all these people who are not doing their job, who are corrupt, who are sucking the blood of our people. There can be no excuse for that. Tapos, December 31, 2019, deadline to produce, release, and issue the motorcycle plates. Wala pa rin. Transitory provision nakalagay. LTO is given until December 31, 2019. Today is already 2021. Anong date ngayon? February 5. My gosh. Ano yan? We're taking our time? Do you think the Senate is a window dressing? Nagagawa kami ng batas tapos hindi nyo implement? The main thing wrong with our country is that we do not enforce the law. That's why all of us take an oath to enforce the law. And we have not enforced the law. December 31, Secretary Galvante, anong date ngayon? 2021 na. Violation na yan. Diyan lang, pwede na kayong kasuhan. June 18 to 19, 2020. Oh, kunyari may plant shutdown for disinfection. June 24, 26, plant shutdown due to COVID. Pero umaandar pa rin yan. June 29, 2020, nagsumpisa kayo mag-produce ng motorsiklo. License plates. July 1 to 3. Kunyari, plant shutdown na naman. Pero kahit na nagsya-shutdown yan, umaandar ang makina, meron kayong mapuproduce kahit na konti. Tama ba yan, Undersecretary?
Ito ang ginagawa natin, Honor.
Terrible. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to keep you. We will conduct another hearing on the matter. And the next hearing will be on February 18, 11 a.m. And we will ask you, we will subpoena records. And we will make sure that the people concerned who don't do their jobs, we're going to bring the axe down on them from the Senate side. Be forewarned. We thank everybody. We're doing this also for the police. I thank General Elazar for his very good answers. But I also make the plea that never mind if we don't know who these people are, there must be every effort to try and apprehend those who kill people. May I have your cooperation on that, General Elazar? I know you to be a good officer.
Yes, Mr. Chair, we will, sir.
In fact, I think you should be Chief PNP. And I think you should have 2 years. All Chief PNP should have 2 years. Not only 1 year or not only 6 months. Para may policy na talagang tuloy-tuloy. And General of the HPG, I'm glad that you have new motorcycles, and please, General Tagun, and I'm sure you can completely do your job well. I'm of the belief that you can do it if you want to. Kung gusto, maraming paraan. Kung ayaw, maraming dahilan. All of you are invited to the next meeting, including Secretary Tugade. And forgive me, my passion is irrepressible. You all have to love this country, and we have to win. And we have to start winning. Kung natatalo tayo sa pandemic, mananalo tayo dyan. Kung natatalo tayo dito sa LTO, marami namamatay, mananalo tayo dyan. Depende sa inyong lahat yan. Kung di nyo gagawin yan, talo tayo. Kung di nyo kayang gawin, umalis na kayo sa gobyerno. Because that's what we're here for. All right? Thank you all very much. And as Father Gordon, ego te absolvo applicatis tuis in nomine Patri et Spiritus Santo. Amen. God bless you. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The hearing is suspended until February 18 at 11 a.m. Session is suspended.